Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I want to make a video to non-preppers. So if you're a prepper, yeah, still listen because you're going to learn a lot. Or you're going to be reinforced some information. But this is a video to all you people on YouTube that have made fun of preppers for so many years. And to be honest with you, it's never bothered me once for someone to say something negative about me prepping. Because they don't understand. Prepping's not doom and gloom. Exact opposite. Prepping is living. And I'm not going to defend being a prepper at all. But I will tell you what. When the lockdown happened, I was pretty good. I had toilet paper. I had plenty of food beyond human comprehension because I'm a prepper. So did I have to run out to the store and fight for the last things? No, I surely didn't. I actually was very helpful to society because I purchased things when they were readily available. Most people would say they'd been surplus. There was plenty in the stores, and I purchased things, put it back. That's also being a good citizen, because if I can take care of myself, the local, the state, the federal government doesn't have to. I'm fine. I have everything I need, literally, because I'm a prepper. So I had gasoline, I had diesel for tractors, I had food, I had medicine, I had everything I needed. So I am actually helping you as a non-prepper, because I'm not out there competing for the last little bit during a crisis. It's going to be hard for a lot of people that made fun of preppers to swallow their pride and say, hey, maybe you guys were right. When you look at the inflation that we have experienced, I'm still eating food that is very, very, very cheap because I buy it, properly store it, and I have food that I paid, everything is different, but I'm not going to say pennies on a dollar, but I paid a huge percentages less. So I have that. I'll just give you screws. We do a lot of projects around here, and nails and screws have gone astronomically high. For a box of screws, 25 pounds, I want to say I was paying $69, $79, something like that. And they're up $20, $30, $40 more per that same box. So, and I have probably 10 boxes there. Why? Because I'm going to use them. If I don't use them, my son is definitely going to use them. He loves going to the hardware store because there's always something that he needs in there. And I'm glad he can use it because he is saving money. He doesn't have to go out and buy it at the higher rate. And then if it's not available and we have it in the hardware store, and my hardware store is my hardware store because a lot of you are non-preppers, so you don't know who I am. But I'm wanting you to swallow your pride and say, maybe those crazy doomsday preppers were right. If you still don't see it, I'll give you a few facts. The debt is out of control, $32+ trillion, and what do we have to show for? Please, someone tell me, what do I have to show for that? What does my family, what is your family? That equals about over $250,000 is your share if you're a taxpayer. So if you're married and you're both working, $500,000 you owe, technically. I mean, that's your share of it if you want to split it up. What do you have to show for $500,000? You can't say, well, we got the best infrastructure in the world. No, we don't. It's falling apart. It's unsafe. It's crumbling. So we don't have infrastructure. Do we have a safer world because we've projected our military strength and we've brought peace and tranquility to the world? No, we haven't. It's more turmoil because of us putting our noses in everything, trying to dictate what we want. And don't think we're spreading democracy. We only spread our type of democracy so the big boys can get their hands into those countries. Look at Syria. We're in there probably because of oil. We go into places, and the big boys like to look at it as more resources that they can skim off for them. So, for you non-preppers, I hope you see the light soon enough. We're going into a recession. We're probably in a recession. This could turn into a depression. Am I doom and glooming it? No, I'm reality. The reality is we're broke. Very soon, in about a year, we will pay more in interest on our national debt than we give all of Social Security. We will pay more for that category of military spending. It's coming to a point rapidly. I believe we've passed the point of fixing it. That's why I truly believe the Republicans and Democrats had enough votes to pass the debt extension and totally nullify it till January 1st, 2025. Because they knew, they had no idea what's going to happen in the snowball, and the snowball is snowballing. Every day, we're having to turn over our debts that expire or mature at 1 or 2%, and now 4 to 5%. Astronomically, that is going to destroy us. If things get worse, it will just speed up the destruction. If you look at the world, Ukraine is whooped. If you fly a Ukrainian flag and you were really supportive of them, take it down. They're whooped. They're gone. They're nothing. Their military is shot. Russia is biding their time, slowly draining the Western world of resources militarily. We're sending all of our stuff to them and getting nothing in return other than dead Ukrainians and some dead Russians. To me, that's not a win for anyone. Death is not a win. Politicians love it, though, because politicians are in bed with the military-industrial complex. So the more that is destroyed in this world and used up in military hardware, these guys make more of it. They sell it to us or sell it to U.S. government, and they get richer. Then, as soon as this war is over, you're going to see your hard-earned tax money or freshly printed money rush over there because we got to rebuild Ukraine. Do not believe that Russia is losing the war. Russia is going slowly. They took territory, they set them into their defenses, and they're letting Ukraine come to them because the Russians have this advantage. Now you're probably saying, Dave, you're a Russian lover. No, I love everyone. I want peace. I've been to war. I have killed men. That is not something I want anyone to do, especially my son and grandson. I don't want your son and daughters to have to go through that. Now, it is different to fight a war when an enemy is threatening my family. But my family was not threatened. That is for sure. Iraq and Afghanistan, I'm not even going to go there on that video. So, if you are a non-prepper that made fun of preppers, swallow your pride and start prepping a little bit. Start preparing for what's coming. It is going to be inflation. It could be deflation. It could be a depression. But you got to prepare. You got to take care of your family because you have to pull on your big boy pants or your big girl pants because no one's going to take care of you. I don't think the federal government will have the resources. The state won't have resources. The local won't have resources. And don't look at preppers. I am not responsible for you. You are responsible for your family. Don't look at the government. Because the government only has money because they take resources from someone else. I'm not responsible to help you at all. From a religious or a Christian perspective, and I don't call it religious, my Christian perspective, I have an obligation, if I feel led and I have the ability, to help a few people. Widows and orphans. And I will put in there seriously, permanently disabled people. People that can't work. People that are invalid, people that there's no possible way they could do a work. I feel I have a moral obligation to do what I can, but first priority is my family. So, if you're a non-prepper, don't look at preppers to help you. It's just not going to happen. First of all, a prepper is not financially able to help everyone that's not. We would deplete our resources in 1 hour to help all of our neighbors in our subdivision. So please, swallow your pride, pull up your big boy pants, big girl pants, and figure out that this world is going down the drain. We have the threat of a serious depression. We have the threat of world conflict. I know some are saying, Dave, this is a U.S. We're the greatest country in the world. We were the greatest country in the world. Do not let your mindset of the USA #1 dictate to you how you react to this crisis. Because you will be hungry, you will be cold, you will be no resources if you think, oh, I'm a United States citizen. Nothing bad can happen to us. It is going to happen to us. Mathematically, the debt is going to bring us down. They need an excuse to blame on the deteriorating economy. And if they have a boogeyman called Russia, we get into a war, they can use that as the reason why the economy is crashing and why we're doing bad. But the real reason we're doing bad is because we have politicians that are evil, evil, evil men and women that have not represented us. They have represented the special interests, they have represented themselves and tried to better their lives in peril into what we should be doing. They should be helping us, not helping them. And this is Democrats and Republicans. So all you non-preppers out there that made fun of us, swallow your pride, get prepping, please, I beg you, I beseech you. Put food back. Learn some skills. Learn to purify some water. There's no one coming to help you. Absolutely no one. Thanks for watching.